Hello, guys. This is Kathy Belletti. Happy Monday. Founder of Motivate with K.A.T. I create training courses for enrollment advisors and their leaders. And today I'm talking about our teams. I'm talking about our advisors. And some of you guys may be wondering, I don't understand why my team can't get it together. The lead flow is there, but no one is converting. I'm hearing them on the phone. They're having tons of conversations, but they're not converting at all. A lot of it has to do with them not understanding their student. All right. So there's two things that I want to talk about: the traditional versus career student. They're two totally different types of people. So we have the traditional student. A lot of times these may be people coming out of high school, and they already know what university they want to attend. They already know the program. They already did their research on the career outlooks and the statistics. So they already know I want to go to this college, take this program. I want to start in the fall. I already know what the tuition is. I just need you guys to accept me, right? So that's one student. But then we have the career student. They're a little different. Our career student, they have so much that's going on in their lives right now. They're also dealing with a lot of false beliefs, right? So, an example is someone who feels, you know what, I think I really need to take some more time so that I can save up some more money, or I need to find a job before I attend school. There's so much going on in my life. I have multiple kids. I don't have childcare set up. There's no way that I'm going to be able to do this. A lot of times it could be because they're being enabled by their friends and family. This is where the advisors come in because they're supposed to be the experts. When it comes to career schools dealing with these type of prospects, sometimes your advisors may look at them as the lowest hanging fruit without even realizing it, right? So your advisors are indirectly looking for that person to be on the other line who already has it all together, who already knows what they want in life, right? And this is why they're having such a difficult time maneuvering through the first dialogue, building that rapport, having that connection with the student. Because some of your advisors don't understand that these are not the students that have it all together. They're not the students that know exactly what they want. Our career student, they do a lot of research too, because it's very important to understand there's two things that they may be looking for, right? They're either looking for a career change altogether, so they're changing industries, or they may be looking for a career upgrade, right? And sometimes they're just in the beginning of that thought process. They're now starting to do research and they call your school because they need more information. But then your advisors answer the phone expecting for them to already have it all together. And when they start giving pushback, when those objections start to come into play, your advisors are not really sure which way to go and how to handle them because they're thinking in their mind, I don't understand why this person can't get it together. You don't know what you want? You have no idea what your future looks like? Well, no, that is the career student. This is why your advisors really need to be trained on who their student is, understanding their needs, knowing how to ask the right questions, knowing how to open up the conversation so that your prospects really have that opportunity to express themselves, to talk about where they want to be, to discuss where they're not at this point in their life, right? But then on the other side, it's very important for your advisors to know what your school has to offer, to know the programs like the back of their hand, because you're not going to be able to guide somebody if you have no idea where you're guiding them to, right? You have no idea where you're leading them to, but you're supposed to be advising them. It's very important for your advisors to understand that your prospects call in because they need help. They're looking for guidance. They're now thinking maybe this is not the place for me. The role that I'm in, I think I reached my peak. I'm not making enough money. I'm not happy where I am. I don't feel as if I'm respected in my role. And sometimes they have no idea what's the best place for them, but they may call in and say, I'm interested in healthcare, but I have no idea where I fit in. But I know it's one of those industries that's high in demand, and it's secure. It brings a lot of stability. I would hear an advisor sometimes just list out all of the healthcare programs that they offer. So, how is that really helping your prospect? They have no idea, how to go from step A to B in a lot of cases. But then you hand the decision back to them and say, hey, you know what? Visit our website. Did you happen to have an opportunity to do that? How about you spend a couple of hours looking over the information and give me a call back when you decide? They're never going to call you back. They need guidance. And the only way that you're really going to be able to guide them is by asking those type of questions like, where do you see yourself? What type of environment do you see yourself working in? Are you more of a hands-on person? Are you more behind the scenes? As the expert, you want to be able to open up that conversation, learn more about them so that you can pair the direct program, with their need, their personality, things that they like to do. Because too many students are enrolling in programs just for the hell of it, just because they know I need to do something, I need to get into something. But why make them invest so much money in something that they may not be interested in and they may not be successful? And a lot of your prospects, they may not be the best fit for your school, but your advisors have to take the extra step and ask those questions so that they're able to decide, what, is this the best fit? Can I see career services placing this student? So many different things come into play, but it really starts with them knowing their audience. The second thing is confidence. Confidence is super important when you're addressing your students because they can smell lack of confidence from a mile away. And it's very important to understand that a lot of these prospects do research before they call your school. You never want to put your team in a position where their prospects know more than them. Okay. Product knowledge is huge when it comes to making sure that your teams are up to par with the programs that you offer. But confidence is going to be very important because at the end of the day, whether you want to believe it or not, closing is one of the most important skill set that your advisors need to have. All right. And confidence comes with their language too. A lot of times when it comes to offering an application, I would hear language like, so is it okay if, would you like to enroll? When would you like to enroll? That really doesn't say expertise. It really doesn't say confidence either. If you've spoken to this prospect for half an hour, 45 minutes, or you interviewed someone face to face, and you invested a lot of time, based on the information that you've gathered from this prospect, you should be able to say, all right, Kathy, so based on your situation, based on what you told me, based on where you're looking to go, we have a class start that's starting December the 3rd. All right. How do you feel about that? All right. Let's get you started. Straight to the point. Your students need you to guide them because they don't know. In a lot of cases, they may call in and they may come across as if they really know. And some of your advisors tend to get a little intimidated by someone who may think they know information, right? But it's very important for them to always keep control. So these are the two things that I really want you guys to drive home with your teams. One, know their audience. Who are they speaking to? Too many advisors are looking for that lowest hanging fruit, which is the student who calls in and already has it all together. That's a very small percentage of students that call. The majority of the students that call in, they have no idea where they want to be. They just know that they need to do something different, whether it's for themselves, for their kids, for their family, respect, so it's very important to know what they're looking for. And then second, your advisors have to have confidence in their delivery. They have to believe in what they're selling. Okay, because remember, admissions are sales at the end of the day. It is. But second to that, it's all about the student, you know, mindset. It's very important that your advisors know the mindset that they're in when they're speaking to their prospects. They have to be able to pick up the phone and say, okay, what is my mission on this call? Okay, what is the outcome that I want to achieve? And then go from there. If they have no idea what they want to achieve on that call, that conversation is going to go like this. It's going to go around in a circle because they have no idea which way they want to lead their prospect. Okay. And the second thing is confidence. So keep that in mind when you're listening to calls, when you're walking the floor, or even if you're doing your second interviews as a director. You want to make sure that the right information was transferred to these prospects, because that's how you're going to be able to inspire them to enroll, to take the next step. That's how you're going to be able to retain these students and actually, inspire them to graduate so that they can start working, because that's why they called your school in the first place. Until then, let's create an amazing day, guys. Bye. I really hope that you enjoyed that episode. I have been working diligently to bring awareness to career schools. There's so much that they have to offer our students and our community. Every single role within the admissions process is critical, whether you're a part of the admissions team, financial aid, career services, academics, everyone deserves a voice. Admissions is the first point of contact for your school, so you want to ensure that you have a team who exudes confidence, passion, and a clear understanding of effective communication with our potential students. I totally understand the pain of missed class starts, low appointment and enrollment conversions, and this is why I created Next Level Admissions Training by Motivate with K.A.T. This platform is a step-by-step process, and it is going to train your new and tenured advisors in every single step of the enrollment process to ensure that our students are inspired and they're ready and prepared to start class. Admissions is not easy. It can be very challenging, but it's definitely worth it. So if you're ready to take your school to the next level, head on over to lessons.motivatewithkat.com and check out Next Level Admissions.